I did not see anybody even come in here. So I'm taking a break from my workday to come live. This filter does me dirty every time I come on here. I don't know what it is. This filter is not kind to me. Anyway, I'm taking a break from my workday. I am trying to catch up on a bunch of stuff that I need to do. I know a bunch of people saw the new post that I posted up. If you've been following my journey, if you've been following what I have been going through, then you know why I had to post that. Basically, because this is going to go on YouTube. So for YouTube, I just posted a video to my Instagram, to my business Instagram, that basically says, that just basically talks about the fact that my emails are tampered with. And whenever we do marketing and whenever we reach out to people, emails are either deleted or people say they don't receive, they never received anything from us, or we start a business relationship and then later on everybody backs off. They don't want to post the content, etc., etc. So I don't know if they are threatening people, but I assume probably what they're doing is probably both, honestly. I think they threaten people for sure, but maybe they're telling people something or whatever the case is. It's crazy. To have to run a business under this type of duress is crazy. So I am happily telling my side of the story because people go say things about me that I'm this and I'm that. Listen, we've probably sent by this time over 2, 3, 4, 5, 10,000 emails. Like literally, like so much work goes into, like, for example, even BravoCon. So much work went into that, so much coordination, so much whatever. So I guess people are tired of me making a fool of them by continuing to work, by continuing to push forward. So the situation that we are left with is for people to now start deleting emails and doing all manner of nonsense. And it's just, you know what I'm saying? It's just tiring. It's very tiring. But more than that, I just wanted to do a quick check-in. I want to stay very current on the things that I talk about. I want to stay very upbeat with everybody. I want everybody to know kind of like what we're going through, how we're navigating this issue or the issues that we have that constantly come up. And then I also want to send encouragement to everybody out there, everybody dealing with this. If you haven't yet, I have a video on my YouTube that is basically a gang stalking survival guide, and it talks about, to me, I think the core things that you need to know about or do if you're being gang stalked, if you're being, recruited for anything or just harassed in any way and you don't know what's going on. Please check that out. That video is on my YouTube. Just go to videos. I don't know if it's one of the popular videos or not, but just kind of scroll through, you can find it. It's called the Gang Stalking Survival Guide. Also, I just wanted to give a couple of reminders in this video. This is not one of those videos where I have like something super planned out. This is me just checking in because I said I'm going to go live every day and I really want to dedicate myself to some things that I'm working on right now. So I wanted to get it out of the way today and early. I wanted to talk about keeping your mind strong today because I know that is a huge thing that happens for people. I know that's a huge thing that you feel. When you're going through this, your mind is your best friend. Anxiety comes up, nerves come up. I want to let you know that the anxiety is not always coming from you, especially if there is not like a specific thing that you are anxious about. Anxiety will lie to you. Anxiety will tell you things are going wrong that are not going wrong at all, or things are worse than they are. So keeping your mind strong, and that's why when I give recommendations, I always talk about your mental and emotional and spiritual health, because that's huge. That's huge for everything. That's huge for building a business, even in great times. That's huge for just in general. You don't want to lose hope. And that's what people want to take away from you is your hope. You don't want to lose hope. Even when you're building something at the best of times, things take time. Things take time. I know for me in my situation, whatever doesn't work out for me, I just take as a sign as it wasn't meant to work out. Go back to the drawing board, look at it again. Where can you tighten up? Where can you fix things? How can you do better? And I just move forward from there. I no longer have fallout from every single thing that doesn't work or every single thing that doesn't go my way. It's pointless, honestly. It's a waste of time. And it's just an opportunity, honestly, because I've seen things go through regardless of people trying to stop it. And then I've seen things not work out. And I just know that God's saying, no, go in another direction. That's really how the universe like communicates with us. It's like, no, that's not the one. This is, you can do better. You can do differently. Do it another way. So I just take that guidance and I figure things out. And, I really want people who are going through this to approach life in a much different way and look at yourself as someone who jumps hurdles, because this distraction is around and people are trying to poke their nose in your business and interfere and whatnot. It doesn't mean that in real life you don't have hurdles that come up in the same way. So you really truly have to address things in the same way. You cannot lose hope. You cannot lose hope. You only lose a battle when you give up. If you continue going, then you haven't lost. You might still be in battle, but you haven't lost. And what it is that you're fighting for is your life, is your freedom. It's worth it. Nobody's gonna fight you for 5 years. Like, it is what it is. They pretend like they have that kind of that kind of stamina, and they don't. They're already exhausted with me. They've been exhausted for quite some time. Excuse me. They're tired. Eventually, the walls will close. They will close in. Things will come to a culmination. It takes some time, and it does take a fair bit of resilience, and it does take a lot of patience, and it does take overriding negative thoughts, and it does take how would I put it? It takes at times just coaching yourself through things. Use the resources that you have, encourage yourself. There's always another step. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten to a problem and it's frustrated me and I'm like, oh my God, this is a hurdle. And I just pray about it. I go to sleep. I wake up the next morning. I come up with a solution. Simple as that. Anxiety will lie to you. If you stay in a state of continued anxiety, you're going to lead to sickness. You're going to lead to being unmotivated. You're going to want to give up. Have strength and keep going. Be a bottomless pit of strength. And like, look at things this way. I always look at things this way because I have very stubborn kids. Okay. But no one is more stubborn than my quiet one. Okay. And if you have kids that are very stubborn, and no matter what you take away from them, no matter if you ground them, no matter what you do, They are so headstrong, they're going to do whatever they want to do anyway. Eventually, you leave them alone because they will break your mind. You might be doing everything that you want to sway this person's will. But if somebody just will not give up, they will not stay down, they will not break, it eventually breaks your mind, not leaving that person alone. And that's exactly what's happened in my case. John Ferrer is not okay. Somebody, please call 911. Go check up on him. Put him down. He's not doing okay. You know, every time I talk about him, I lose massive amounts of followers. So I guess the gang is not happy with that, with being exposed. The post that is pinned on my page will stay there forever because I need new partnerships to understand that we are being targeted, that we are being harassed, and that is what that is. You know, that's just a hurdle that I've jumped. And I will continue jumping hurdles because I just see these things are strengthening my resolve. They're strengthening me. You know, it makes me think outside the box. And just because, you know, and they get creative. And if it doesn't work this way, it's like a tit for tat. Then, you know, they try another way. And then, you know, you got to be assertive in all ways. And you got to see the two eyelashes don't match. See why I don't do eyelashes? Look at them. Or is it just me? No, they don't. Anyway, you gotta be assertive in all ways. Now I see it, I can't unsee it. Oh my God. You gotta be assertive. You know, you have to be determined. And you have to just realize like this is a phase. You really cannot take this thing so seriously that you demotivate yourself and that you take yourself out and that you self-sabotage and you start giving up. You know, you just, like I said, it's like points of entry. You block a point of entry and you keep moving. I've had to make so many workarounds, create so many different workarounds over the course of time that it's just second nature now, you know. So when I see a problem, I'm just like, okay, when I'm ready to sit down and tackle that one, I'm going to tackle it. You know, so if I ignore it, I'm just not ready for it at the moment, you know, but there's times that you are ready for it and the answers come when the answers are supposed to come. Overall, I am always hopeful for the future. I'm always in a very pleasant mood. I am always feeling like I can handle whatever comes my way. And you know, that's really the attitude that you have to have in these kind of situations. It is past the point, it's way past the point where it emotionally like triggers me anymore. It just is what it is. It's like I've just accepted this as a new part of life. Even the spiritual attacks that were very frustrating before, I never actually had a moment where I said, when is this going to stop? I think I just automatically, after a while, just accepted that it's part of life. I do think it's going to be part of my, you know, the new chapter that I'm headed into. I feel like that's just a part of the life that I'm going to live, is I'm going to be spiritually attacked from time to time, or daily, or multiple times a day. That's just part of it. And really, it's like, I just feel like gang stalking is just a boot camp for the new life, the new normal. So I do see people fighting me down as just like a normal part of life, like just a day-to-day thing. And I don't know, maybe that's where I was supposed to come to, but yeah, it is what it is. If you're going through this is a place that you want to get to. You know, there's the initial shock of everything. There's the anxiety that comes with that as well, thinking, oh my God, like a large group of people are against me and I don't know why. And then you're gonna go into sort of like a testing phase where you kind of, when it's gone on long enough, you start testing different approaches and different things. Will they do this? Will they do that? Do they do this? Do they do that? And then you come to the point where you realize like no one's gonna kill you. These are not murderers. These are normal people from the community that they've gotten together to, you know, just mob you. And then when that's done and you're done testing them and you see their parameters and you see what their tricks are, they don't have new ones. In my case, they've had to start developing workarounds because, the same things can't work. So instead of being able to follow me everywhere and anticipate where I'm going, there is a change where they can't anticipate where I'm going. So they have to spread their resources thin and put people at all points where they know me to go. And so, there might not be enough people at any one particular place. So if there's only one or two people, then that's not gang stalking. And so it very much reduces the effect, how effective it is. The point is to harass me, and one person or two people is not harassment. You need a lot more people. The other thing is I don't pay people any mind. And so now they have to go more out of their way to get attention. They got to do more. And the things they have to do are very noticeable in public to other people walking by on the street. Like they literally have to look like they're filming me. And then people on the side of the street are looking at them and, it looks suspicious. It looks crazy. So the harassment has to be upped a little bit, but that's if they catch me. That's if they find me, which is not the case most days. So it's a different world. It's a different world. It's a much more difficult thing to harass me. It is freezing outside and making someone walk around for 30, 40 minutes to wait till I walk by is, kind of messed up. But, it's different. When God says the cycle is over, the cycle is over. It's either people want to accept that or they don't want to accept that. There's nothing that we can do about that. But I want everybody who's watching this to stay strong, stay determined to do your best. Make sure you take a bath a minimum of once a week. When you're actively being gang stalked, you need to calm yourself down. Make sure you're meditating. Make sure you're oxygenating your body really well by meditating. Calm yourself down. Breathe out your anxiety. Breathe out your stress. Clean your house. Sage your house and keep your house smoked up. If you're going to be in any particular area, if you're at work, you can't do anything. But if you're going to be in any particular area where you have some control, like your home, smoke up your home. Just have incense burning all the time. Buy your incense in what's the word I want to use? In bulk. It's fairly cheap when you do it that way. I think it's like $18 for a box of like 100 or something like that. And just keep your home nice and smoky. Keep everything safe for you and clean, and keep yourself away from drama, and let people have their own dramas behind your back. Do not get involved in people's dramas. Whatever chaos they're going through, keep yourself out of it, and take some time and master your craft, master yourself. And I truly believe, in my case, at least, this harassment, this abuse, I'm using it to my advantage. I've stepped up my craft so much. I've stepped up my game with my business. I've cleaned it up. I've polished it up. I've done so much. So things have come full circle in such a way. So yeah, just thanking God. And, I think that this whole thing has given me notoriety. I think every time I post something and they send people to like the post, or I guess the intention is to be like, oh, look, I'm harassing her. But I think it gives me notoriety, and it shows my resilience, and it shows my strength. And I'm very proud to keep going. And I can't wait for the day that my hard work shows itself and pays off. I think we're very close. I think it's I think it's almost here. It's almost time. And I do indeed feel like the luckiest girl in the universe. I feel like God's favorite child, to be honest with you. So I'm not gonna do a long post today. Thank God it's only like a 20-minute little thing. I'll just post this online, but it's just a quick check-in. It's a quick encouragement. Whenever I see gang stalking videos, it's always like, oh, look at the gang stalkers, look at their tactics, whatever. You're gonna figure that out on your own. I want to help and I want to encourage. So stay strong, stay positive, Stay upbeat, relax yourself, play some upbeat music sometimes, not always like researching everything. Focus on where you can close doors to harassment because they can't harass you if they can't find you. And love on yourself. And, like I was told when I was going through everything, you're beautiful just the way you are. You're perfect just the way you are. You're valuable just the way that you are. You don't need a cosign from someone who's trying to take you down. Those are not the people that you listen to. If you didn't have some value to someone, they wouldn't feel the need to pay money to harass you. Like somebody's taking money out their pocket to harass you. Can you, like, I wouldn't take money out of my pocket to harass anyone. Are you kidding me? Money? No. Somebody's taking money out of their pocket to harass you. So that means you're somebody. Okay. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. Have a great day. This is my check-in for today. If I have time at the end of the day to do like another thorough video, because I do have things in the back of my head that I do want to talk about. But in the meantime, there's my YouTube, God's Way 1019. There's a space in between. Search it. And check out my journey of being gang stalked and listen to my story and everything that I'm going through and how far I've come. I am so proud of myself for getting this far. I feel like I am evolving and I'm getting better. Like even my appearance right now, like I went out and did my nails and all of this. Like it's different. It's a different place that I'm in. I'm very happy with myself. And I can't lie. I would not believe that I could say this. I'm actually happy with life right now. I'm happy with the trajectory that it's taking. And I don't need to get to the destination right now. I'm just proud of the journey that I'm taking and the steps that I'm taking. So that's the encouragement that I want to give to everybody. Is not to wait for gang stalking to be done to live your life, to enjoy your day to day. You got to block it out and make it the background noise to whatever's going on. And live your life. You have one life to live. If you're being gang stalked for 3 years, you're not going to give up on life for 3 years. You cannot afford to do that. So, thank you guys. Have a great day.